practicing a couple techniques of covering our plants this year for the 2021 winter, 2021-2022 winter. Let's undo the okitsuwasis in the morning, and it's gonna start cooling down. So let's go ahead and start taking this off and letting our stuff get sun. It's pomegranate. Here's my Owari Satsuma right here, looking good. See, I got the pipe, anti-pipe freeze stuff just to go around the base, just precaution. Here's the lime quiet. So this is the biggest one that I have to cover, and you can hear it snapping some stuff. I think it just took off one of my, yeah, it did. Unfortunate, I had a graft right there. That's okay, no biggie. I'll just do the same thing again in the spring. So there we go, still holding on to some blooms. It's gonna be hell on the blooms taking this on and off on it, but that's okay. Let's go to the back. All right, and in the back we have the UGA Grand, or the UGA Sweet Frost Tangerine, and I don't know what the other one is called, but it's some kind of mandarin. Let's get this stuff off. So this is just a test. Here's the UGA Grand Frost, basically a E-chain tangerine that was radiated, or irradiated. I don't know the word for it, but it's supposed to have less seeds than a regular E-chain mandarin or E-chain tangerine. Here's this one that I forget the name of. We're going to do that for that. And now let's move on. As you can see, I probably don't really have to cover these right now. This is just practice, because if I did need to cover it, those bananas would be done for, because we haven't reached 32 degrees yet. The lowest it's been is 36 or 35, and the bananas are still alive, which is weird to me, but okay. And here is Cara orange. Yep, as you can see, I cut some of it down because it was like that tall, but whenever I put something on it, it was so weak when it was at that higher height that it would just lean over the tree. So I just tipped the top off, made it more structurally bound to the bottom so it can hold up stuff like that during the winter. Hated to have to do it, but had to make that sacrifice. Now let's move on to the last three that I have covered. I actually have a brown select in the front that I didn't cover. I need to start remembering to do that. It's the only citrus I got in the front. Here we go. Here's the grapefruit, the UGA grapefruit right here. Sorry for the mess everywhere, I need to clean that up. But this is the UGA Pink Frost grapefruit. Yep. I think this is the early St. Anne. I had an actual pepper plant, a habanero pepper plant over here that was shading out everything. That pepper plant got huge, and it actually grew over this and didn't give it any shade, and it didn't do anything this year. It's still the same size it was last year. I will say it got way more leaves than last year, but it's been this thin since last year, and that's probably because it has good soil. Right here you can see how black the soil is around it, but it just didn't get any sun because there was a big habanero plant over it the whole summer. But that's okay. I'm not going to do habanero next year, but if I do it, I'm not going to do it here. And last but not least, the honeybell tree. I probably need to do some more cutting off of this because I don't like the way it's growing. I know the Suburban Grower YouTube channel that I check out, he said he did the same thing. It grows very weird. Like it droops so bad for me. And I don't want it to be a tree that's gonna be like if it had fruit, it would be like laying on the ground, and I don't want to do that. I want it to grow upward. And look how thin the trunk is. I need to get a lot of these citrus trees with bigger trunks. I don't know how to do it though. Some of them just aren't growing the way I like them to. That's okay though. A lot of them are growing the way I like them to because look at this one. Look at that one. Planted at pretty much the same time that I planted that other one, and its trunk is way thicker. The type of tree that I want, growing the way that I want, it's just that one is not. But yep, just a little check-in, a walk around for uncovering my fruit trees, practicing what I'm gonna do all winter long to protect them against the frost.